gustaría intentar ser campeón del mundo, pero no para que cambie mi.
Messi moves like nothing I have ever seen. And this is, I think a lot of people agree with this. There's moments of genius unlike anybody else. This everybody agrees on. And it happened. The question is, how much do you value moments of genius in terms of movement? Like, just like how many things you're able to create, they're like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Right.
And that I value that above all else. Now, one of the reasons why until like a month ago people still said Messi might not be the greatest ever is because he's never taken his national team, Argentina, to a major, like a World Cup win or the Copa America, like a major international win. He's taken him to the final a bunch of times, but never won. And so that's like LeBron questions. How many times, if ever, did you take your team, especially when the team is not great, did you make them step up to win the championship?
Right.
And until this, so he won the South American championship, which is a huge championship for the first time with Argentina last month, which solidified him as the greatest.
Messi, 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 Messi. I think Lionel Messi was born to play football.
Everyone knew he was going to be the best player in the world.
And he's this just technical wizard, improvisational wizard.
No, he's amazing. I've watched these highlights, man. I've watched a bunch of his because it's fascinating just to watch somebody that good at anything. You know, if you told me, like, I just tweeted out this thing today about a dart player, and they're like, this is one of the baddest motherfuckers in darts. I'll watch that dude throw darts for hours.
Like that.
And then the thing I always think about, remind myself of, is that he's so much better than people who are really great at it.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
'Cause he's not playing me out there, you know? Like, those are other professionals.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I'm going to embarrass you, man. You're not going to want to talk to your wife or your mother after this game.
Well, occasionally there's fights like that, too.
Yeah.
Well,
Look at this shit.
At least these guys, they're getting humiliated, but nobody's getting hurt.
Oh.
Look at that wizardry. That is just fucking straight up wizardry.
Yeah.
But what is it like? Who's better, LeBron or Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
Is it like that kind of thing?
People get very passionate about this.
Oh, yeah.
They get extremely passionate.
Who do you think is better?
Messi by far.
Ah, look at you.
I don't care. By far. So what?
How so?
So sometimes, so it has to do with movement. So, and it has to do with where you put priorities. So the other people in the running for greatest ever, I don't even think Ronaldo's in the top 5, but is Maradona, Pele. So more.
Is
like
this a shots fired moment right here?
Did you?
That was for sure.
Was that shots fired?
That was, yeah.
I mean, I'm out of the loop when it comes to soccer, but I feel like you just made some.
I think the Brazilian
bold
Ronaldo.
statements.
Yeah, I think the Brazilian Ronaldo is better than Cristiano. But so Cristiano is much better looking. He's much harder working. He's an incredible soccer player, one of the greatest ever. Just not in the top 5 for me.
It's amazing. Like, his footwork is just, it's like he's doing a different thing than them. Did he get tripped over the referee? Is that what happened there?
It looked like it.
Is that what happened? Did the referee get in the way? The referee's getting in the way? That's annoying.
Dude, in
Get
football,
out of the way.
in our football,
No?
That team was wearing stripes.
there's some big time fucking
Collisions?
Oh,
yeah, Mike.
Anyway, I'm making some enemies now, but the main point is the movement. I think everyone agrees he is when you watch him, it's art. And I was thinking in the same way, who is that? Like, if you didn't see the face or the uniform, if you just saw the silhouette, you can tell it's Messi. And I was thinking, who is that for MMA?
Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse in his prime is the greatest I've ever seen.
See, I was thinking Anderson Silva.
Nah, well, Anderson Silva was fantastic in his prime, no doubt about it. But Mighty Mouse, the only problem with Mighty Mouse is that he's in a weight class that's very small. There's not a lot of guys that weigh 125 pounds, so there's not the same talent pool that Anderson Silva dealt with. Anderson Silva dealt with much more danger in terms of one-punch strikers. But, you know, the argument could be made that Anderson Silva, when he was at the top, is the greatest of all time. And then the argument could be made that Mighty Mouse is the greatest of all time. Mighty Mouse just destroyed people.
I don't care where you're from. If you tell me that you love football and you don't love Lionel Messi, you have a problem.
Messi moves like nothing I have ever seen. And this is like a lot of people agree with this. There's moments of genius unlike anybody else. This everybody agrees on. And it happened. The question is, how much do you value moments of genius in terms of movement? Like just like how many things you're able to create. They're like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Right.
And that I value that above all else.
I think you have to say to every player, the nearest player to him, get close to him, put him under pressure, get his head down, don't let him feel like he can do what he wants on the pitch, because otherwise the magic wand comes up.
He is remarkable. Just his first touch, his movement, how clever the space he finds in the little small clever pockets. He's a one-off for me, and it was just great to be in the same stadium as him. Never mind compete against him like I have.
You'd love to play with him, wouldn't you? I mean,
Just give him the ball.
You imagine.
Side in this World Cup too. Tevez into Messi. Messi now on the run. With goalkeeping from Messi. Tevez. Mexico look for offside. It's not given. It's Carlos Tevez for Argentina.
So I always liked Ronaldo, but I always kind of thought that Messi was better. And I went to quite a number of Madrid games, and they've always been super helpful to me down there. The only thing is that, like, they asked me, they were going to do an interview and they were going to ask me who my favorite player was. And I said somebody else. I think I said Isco at that point, and I was like, okay, take two. Now you say Ronaldo. So for them, it was very important, but it wasn't that huge to me.
So Messi over Maradona.
Yeah, but I think just like with chess, it's hard to compare eras. Obviously, the improvements in football have been, like, in technique and such, have been even greater than they have been in chess.
As the greatest football journalist in history, I just have to say that now that Messi has won a World Cup, I don't even think Ronaldo's in the same league.
I don't even think he's top two. I think it's Messi, Mbappe, Ronaldo.
And soccer player, he's my favorite. Talking about things that divide the populace with the vaccines, it's probably Messi versus Cristiano Ronaldo, who's the greatest player of all time or currently playing. That divides people too. But
what is the division?
They're just both incredible.
But what is it like? Who's better, LeBron or Michael Jordan?
Yeah,
is it like that kind of thing?
People get very passionate about this.
Oh yeah,
they get extremely passionate.
Who do you think is better?
Messi by far.
Messi is the best finisher of all time, which I think helps a lot. And then there's the intangibles as well.
The flip side of that is the small sample size is what really creates the magic. It's so rare. It's just like the Olympics. You basically train your whole life for this. You live your whole life for this, and it's a rare moment. One mistake, and it's all over. That's, for some reason, a lot of people either break under that pressure or rise up under that pressure. You don't admire the magic of that?
No, I do. I just think that, like, rising to the pressure and breaking under the pressure is often a really oversimplified, like, take on what's happening.
Reaches out for